Alright then, what's going on then, guys? So, I was playing a couple of decks, and I was looking into kind of like floodgates and stuff. And one floodgate that came to mind that people have stopped playing, and it's really annoying that people have stopped playing it, because in this current format, this card right here, Summon Limit, is bomb diggity in certain decks. It really is a great card. Like, you look at decks in the current format, you've got Mermail that definitely want to summon more than once per turn. You've got Monarchs that occasionally summon more than once per turn, and they probably will summon more than once. Obviously it limits you to 2 summons per turn, and they go Erebus into Idea, Idea summons the other guy, and then you obviously want to summon your Monarch, but you can't. Also, when they go for, is it Mithra, the Thunder... It's like the Thunder Vessel, that's the one. The Thunder Vassal. They have to summon a token to your side of the field, and it does count as a summon to your side of the field, which is really cool. So I was looking into decks that could abuse Summon Limit, and one deck came to mind. Now, I've been playing this deck for roughly about a month on and off, mainly because it has a resemblance to a deck that I know and love, known as Infernities. It doesn't quite have the OTK power, although I did try and build an Infernity build, which I'll show in another video, but no, I don't want to save changes to that deck. But here's the deck that I have been teching Summon Limit into, and this is Magispectors. Now, Magispectors are a anti-meta deck that revolve around keeping your opponent's stuff off board, what was the other thing it did? Keeping your opponent's stuff off board. Basically, Magispectors search a bunch of shit, banish a bunch of shit. They currently have potentially 7 Solemn Strikes. Well, they have 6 Solemn Strikes and obviously Solemn Warning, because Magispector Tornado literally does the same thing as Solemn Strike. They just have different activation costs. So combine those cards and you can technically run Horn of Heaven in this deck as well. You're going to be having a good time. So the implications of Summon Limit in this deck. So with Magispectors, the only things you do, like play-wise, the plays are pretty linear in this deck. Like, they're not super combo orientated, but when they make plays that count. So under Summon Limit, you will do one of 2 things. You will normal summon and pendulum summon, or you will pendulum summon and overlay, or you will overlay and normal summon. Those 3 things, those are 3 combinations that you will definitely make under Summon Limit at some point. Now, I'm going to cover the deck, and I'll cover it quickly. Just to tell you guys what's going on. I'm playing Magispector Magicians, and obviously because we only have 1 Luster Pendulum, the deck kind of went downhill, but it's still perfectly playable, and it's still very enjoyable to play. So I guess we'll start with the Magician portion of the deck. We are running 2 Dragon Pit Magician. He helps you pop back row, and he's also a scale 8, which means you can summon the Unicorn. And I'm sorry if you can hear kids outside, they're all running about, so if you hear screaming, blame the kids outside my room. Then for the other Magicians, we're just running 2 Oath Dragon. Oath Dragon cycles Wisdom Eye, and believe it or not, he is also a tributable monster for Tornado, Tempest, and Pegasus. Then we've got 3 Wisdom Eye Magician. Wisdom Eye Magician gets you to Dragon Pit and Oath Dragon. Obviously a pretty standard play is Wisdom Eye into Oath Dragon add Wisdom Eye. So you've got a monster to summon and go into rank 4 plays, and it's pretty groovy. Then for the Magispector portion of the deck, we are running 2 Cat. Now I'm thinking about cutting Cat down to 1 and adding another Toad, but I don't have many 2-scale monsters when it comes to Magispectors, which is why I've decided to go with Cat over Toad for this current moment in time, because Toad is a 5. And I've got plenty of 5s in the deck. Next we got Yata. Yata searches literally 1 card in the deck, that being Cyclone. Cyclone's not as good as people make it out to be, because Cyclone you can't like destroy Cosmo cards pretty much, and Cosmo is your main problem matchup, which is why you run an excessive amount of effect negation and stopping your opponent from OTKing you. That's another thing, summon limit stops your opponent OTKing you with Cosmo. So yeah, that's pretty groovy. Next up we have 3 Kyubi the Fox. Kyubi searches your 3 tornadoes and your 3, I can't read, Tempests. That's the one. I could have just highlighted the card, but instead I decided to look really close into my screen. But yeah, Fox searches your traps, and obviously traps are needed in this deck. I'll post a dual video at some point, but I've got work in about 15 minutes, so I kind of have to get this recording done and start rendering before I have to go to work. So yeah, next we have 3 Eric Cartman. If you don't understand the reference, then you're a letdown. Now, Eric Cartman is the Coon from South Park, so yeah, we've got 3 Eric Cartman. Eric Cartman searches your monsters. Like, it is Stratos, that is pendulum summonable and recyclable. Bring back Stratos, Komani, please. Hashtag bring back Stratos, I just want it in the comments, and yeah. Next up, we got 1 Toad. Toad is the new Magispector card. It just sets a spell or trap from your deck, and I wish that it's set Pegasus. If it's set Pegasus, I would run more than one of it. But as of now, it being a scale 5, I just want to keep it at 1. And, yeah, I'll go into why I'm only playing 2 Pegasus as well. And then we're playing the 3 Unicorn, because Unicorn is the nuts. And then we're playing the 1 Draco Slayer, because Draco Slayer is still a good card, despite the fact that obviously it got hit to 1, it got hit to 1 for a reason. Next up for the spells, we're playing 1 Cyclone, only because we're playing Yata, and I'm debating cutting Yata completely. But Yata's still a good card, Cyclone's still a good card. You can go Yata into Cyclone into Problem Monster, which is kind of cool. We got 2 Pegasus. Pegasus is a playmaker. I'm only running 2 because for some reason if I run 3 of something in a deck I don't draw it, but if I run 2 I draw it all the time. So Pegasus is pretty good. 2 is consistent. I'm not going to bother with terraforming. I was running 3 Pegasus and 3 terraforming in space of the summon limits, obviously. So yeah, but summon limit is by far a much better card. 3 Pendulum Call. Pendulum Call is a great card. It gets you 2 free cards. Why not play it? It allows you to get a scale to summon good old Kirin. And then for the traps, we're running 3 Tempest, 3 Tornado. Doesn't need explaining. 2 Solemn Strike. Solemn Warning, once again, doesn't need explaining. It's the new Solemn Brigade. 3 Summon Limit. Obviously, I've explained why Summon Limit is in this deck, and also it was meant to be a video based on Summon Limit, but now I'm making a deck profile for no reason. So yeah, 3 Summon Limit, and then the 1 Vanity's Emptiness, because Vanity's Emptiness will never stop being a good card. Side deck, 3 Twin Twisters, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. The reason I'm side decking the Bottomless and stuff is because I have Prophecy in the extra. I do side in Bottomless quite a lot. After game 1, when there are no Summon Limits in there, I'll take the Summon Limits out. 1 Horn of Heaven also comes in for a Summon Limit. 3 Light Imprisoning Mirror, Godlike against the Cosmo matchup. 1 Soul Drain for Mermail. 2 Stormy Mirror Force for Mermail and Cosmo. 3 Stygian Dirge for the random Pepe players, the random Burning Abyss players, the random Tellarknight players. And then obviously Trap Tricks, Tropical Nightmare, which are siding for Summon Limit if the matchup requires it. For the extra deck, we're playing 1 Ignista. Ignista is still a great card versus the Cosmo matchup, and if I can summon it, I will. 1 Abyss Dweller. Dwellers never stop being good. 1 Castel. Castel's a great card. I might bump this up to 2. 1 Dark Rebellion X Siege Dragon. Helps with OTKs if you can pull off an OTK, which I have done twice so far. 1 Gegaga Cowboy. Makes OTKs possible. Also helps you get over problem monsters. He can beat over anything that's lower than 3k. And can crash with anything that's 3k. So it actually technically can crash with Dark Destroyer. If Dark Destroyer could get targeted. Wait, can it? Does it actually target? Oh no, it doesn't target, so it's actually an out for Dark Destroyer. Wow, I never knew that. Going Cowboys and out for Dark Destroyer. Lightning Chidori. I've played 2 of these. Lightning Chidori is never going to stop being a great card. It's sad that it's not generic, but in decks that can play it, I would definitely play it. We are playing 1 Majesty Paladin. You're setting Draco Slayer just so we can search Draco Slayer for Ignista plays. 1 Silent Honorarch. Honorarch's a great card. Nothing much to say about it really. Gives you protection from Bottomless if you know your opponent's got it. 1 Ragnar Zero for the random Fire Fists, the random Boojins, Cleefort as well. Cleefort's another thing for Ragnar Zero to kind of get around. Black Ship of Corn, because I keep bumping into hand decks. Well, a lot of people are actually playing decks with hands again, and I'm like, Black Ship, you can be there. Rhapsody for the Monarch matchup. Banish their spells and traps so they can't banish them themselves. Heartland Rico, because sometimes you leave your opponent with like 1500 life points and you just want to poke over something, so Heartland's always good. Then we got Form Edge Trapeze Magician. I don't know why I said it like that, but it makes it 2k as possible once again. So, yeah. If you can make Trapeze Magician plus Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon, you can usually 80k. And then obviously Raffle Seer for game 2 and 3. I don't play it game 1 for obvious reasons. And yeah. Thank you very much for watching this, guys. Play Summon Limit. Work out decks that can actually run Summon Limit in the main deck and leave them in the comments below. Or, I haven't made a Twitter or Facebook yet, I should probably do that. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Like for a puppy, and I'll see you in a bizzle. Goodbye. Peace.